Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so anytime any new content is uploaded, you are going to be the first to find out, you guys. But without further ado, I'm very excited to dig into today's video. Whether you want to call it the Delulu, whatever, it's very necessary for you to actually live in that state in order to actively manifest, okay? Depending on where you're at in your journey, it may feel like, you know, such an incredible distance between where you feel like you're currently at versus your goalpost where you want to be. The first tactic is to become conscious, right? Just throughout the entire process, you want to be very conscious of your daily habits. What are you doing? Before you go to bed, when you first thing you wake up in the morning, especially before you go to bed, you want to listen to as many positive affirmations in the beginning, and you want to speak those affirmations aloud. In the very beginning is going to feel you speaking positive affirmations or whatever, speaking it out loud, listening to it, and you're listening to affirmations that are saying like, you know, I'm wealthy, I'm abundant, and you're looking around and your surroundings do not match that. It's going to feel a little, you know, like BS in the beginning, right? But what we're doing is we are reverse engineering, right? The way our brain is wired. We're brainwashing ourselves, right? Basically to believe that even though our outer surroundings may not fully match what we believe, what we're starting to believe and know, we're accepting that version, if that makes sense, right? So when you wake up first thing in the morning, you should be, if you can't just automatically think of like 3 things, right? Even if those things haven't happened yet, you want to give appreciation for those things. You want to be so thankful, so grateful for the abundance, right? You want to be so thankful for the prosperity, for the abundance that's flowing to you. Even though you might look around and there's nothing that mirrors that, you want to speak it, and you want to speak it, you want to visualize that. And that kind of ties in with the like before bed kind of ritual routine. Before you go to bed, you know, give yourself to be as delusional, as Delulu as you want to be, okay? Have fun with it. Think of it as almost like a retreat, right? A retreat from your outer reality to just, you know, like living your wildest dreams through your imagination. Visualizing, right? The visualization. What does the higher, more elevated version of yourself, what does he or she look like, right? What does he or she smell like? Are we wearing like scented perfumes, colognes? Are we wearing couture? What are we dressed like? Okay, how do we react in different situations? What does our environment look like? And even though you might think, oh, you know, for me to think or you know, like that, it would take, you know, the world changing before I would ever, you know, even if you have these like very like self-defeating type of thoughts, just keep it up. And keep it up and keep it up, and eventually you'll notice that version of yourself that kind of like overlaps and doubts will eventually disperse, will dissolve, okay? That version will dissolve, and you'll start to not only look forward to your routine of waking up and giving gratitude and thanks for things that have not even happened yet, positive things, you know, that you have not even manifested yet, or at least you don't feel like you have, but believe it or not, you actually are manifesting. You're actively manifesting when you're giving thanks for that, because the universe, okay, as brilliant, as intelligent as the universe is, does not see a difference between what you think, what you speak, and what you're saying, what you're visualizing versus what's actually happening, okay? So when you put the wheels into motion of giving gratitude for things you don't have, the universe will continue to actually set up situations where you are grateful and you're thankful, because you're receiving these things that you've already given appreciation for, okay? So basically allow yourself to be as delusional as your mind can expand and stretch, okay? That means that in the morning, we're giving gratitude for things that we haven't maybe necessarily manifested in the material world just yet, but we're giving gratitude, we're giving thanks for it, we're speaking that out loud, and we're trying to really wholeheartedly be appreciative of those things, because in our mind we can visualize those things. Okay, before we go to bed, setting the alarm clock, we're going to set a timer. Before we go to bed, we're setting a timer, and set the timer for 15 minutes. Start off with 15 minutes. Make that 15 minutes maybe you just putting on your headset or your earbuds and listening to positive affirmations before you go to bed, or you're listening and you're speaking those affirmations aloud before you go to bed, or you are setting that alarm for 15 minutes and you are just visualizing, just purely visualizing, uninhibitedly visualizing your higher self, the environment, the habits. Are you driving a car? Are you walking? Are you wearing couture? Are you wearing a cologne, perfume? What is your hairstyle like? What does your shoes look like? What do your feet look like? What does your environment look like? All of those things, right? We're basically kind of rewriting our own story is what we're doing. We're actively rewriting our own story. Okay. So we're allowing ourselves to be as delusional as our imaginations can stretch. Okay. We encourage that delusion by waking up first thing in the morning, giving gratitude for things that have not even manifested yet, but we know is inevitable. In the beginning, you may not know it's inevitable, because you may still be trying to get over the hump of things feeling so delusional. But wake up first thing in the morning, we are speaking it out loud, right? We're so grateful, we're so thankful for for the thousands of dollars that are sitting in our bank account right now. We're so grateful for that. We're so appreciative. Man, it feels so good to look at my bank statement. It feels so good to open up my banking app and see thousands of dollars that are sitting there. And I feel so stable. I feel so secure. I feel so grateful. And you speak it and you think it, and the more you speak it, the higher your vibes are actually going to raise, because it's going to feel good just to even say that. Okay, whatever hump you need to get over, but you're going to speak those things out loud before you go to bed. You're going to basically train yourself to either go to sleep listening to positive affirmations, or train yourself before you go to bed to visualize, okay, this higher elevated version of yourself, and just have fun with it, living that,